Okay, so this is the rifle. This is the little rifle adapter right there. That's for longer cases. Uh, this short base has a tendency to kind of want to push the cases over, allow them to drop. So with this taller case, it grabs onto, with this taller extension, it grabs onto more of the case and allows it to stay nice and straight. So let's do 30-06 now. And I'll show you. This is the 30-06 bushing, and to replace the bushing, we're just going to take, there's a screw here, just going to take that, slide our little bushing adapter out, take our bushing out of it. That was the 223. Now we're going to take the 30-06. We're just going to set it into place, square it up, slide it on, and just tighten our screw down. That locks this into place, keeps it from moving. So let's, let me see, where's my 30-06? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to take the top off here. I'm going to load 30-06 in one of the carriers, and I'm going to load 30-30s in the other carrier. Okay, so we're going to load 30-06 in that first hole. Okay, that's about all we can fit. And then we're going to load 30-30 in this second slot. I'll just show you how it handles both. Actually, got more than I need here, so I'll go ahead and fill these others, this other one up too with 30-30. Okay, so this first tube is going to be 30-06, and I don't have the 30-06 shell plate here. I'm just going to pull them out of place as they come, but you can see how they feed. If you look closely at the, this is the sliding cam, and if you look closely, I've got kind of a proprietary slot cut into this. This is a 9mm close to the base, and then it V's out into a 45, so it grabs the shells a lot better. And I also incorporated this area that's raised here, so it goes into the shell plate better. And there's a chamfer at the very bottom, and that chamfer on 30-30 cases and on 44 mag or 357, the base is wider at the very bottom of the case, so that that accepts those cases much better. So I'll set this off to the side. Let's do 30-06 here. So and you can see how it holds these shells much straighter, so they feed much straighter and smoother. Okay, so now let's go to 30-30, which would be this one here, and 30-30, there again, it's keeping the shells nice and straight. It's also, you can see down here, it's feeding that with that lower lip on it without any problems. Come to the other 30-30s here. Okay, that's all of them. Okay. Okay, let's load some 223s. So I've got, I don't know, probably 30 of them there. So let's just pour them in slowly. It'll take all of them. And then just okay, it looks like they're all up. Let's come down. Let's load these bad boys up. Okay, so I'll turn the light off. So that's about all the tubes will hold. I'm not sure. You could throw some in there right now if you wanted to, and okay, that's our 223. Now let's load something else. Okay, I only had 4. I loaded them by hand into the tubes. Let's see how they go. Okay, they're almost the size of the whole Lee tube. It's probably the biggest round you're ever going to load. Let's try some 44 mag. Oh, that's interesting. So there was a 22 in there. Imagine that. Let me look at these visually. Okay, we got some 44 mags. Let's just run those in there. Come on, baby. The leaper. Okay, we got 44 mags in there. Let's see how they feed. Those are big ass. Those are some big ass shells too. They seem to collate okay. They're kind of dirty, so, but they all fit okay. 44 mag. Okay, let's move to what else we got. We got some 357s. Let's try some 357s, and what else we got? And 38 specials. So let's load up. Let's load those up. Okay, so I started loading the 38 special and I forgot to put the right case adapter in. So let me show you another feature of the press. If I want to get these, shells out of here, I want to show you guys the collating of 38 special. So I'm going to take this out of here. One of the nice things about this, if I want to clear the press quick, I just turn these, and now I've got all of them out. Okay, so let's put the right adapter in there. This is the tall one with a clear tube in it. Nice thing about the clear tube, you can see what you're loading and you can cut them to any size you want. So let's collate some 38 special. They're a little bit bigger, so I don't. There they go. Okay, that's all of them. Okay, 38 special. Here we go. Okay, there's your 38 special. And I don't remember if the 357s are the same height. Let's just take a look at it. I think they're a little taller. No, I think they'll clear. So, 38 special is out. 357 is going in. Basically the same shell, just a little bit, same case, just a little bit taller. Okay, 357s. Where's my hopper? There's the hopper. Okay, that was 380 and 357. Okay, what do we have next? Let's check. Okay, so we're going to load some 9s. So, as you can see, my camera's up high. I've designed this so that the collator funnel, which is here, the collator funnel just slips down over it, okay? That locks it in place. So it just comes off. If you want to load your large rifle cartridges by hand, you can. Or you've got the funnel in place. The funnel comes with 3 parts here. You've got the collator base. You've got the collator base. You've got the funnel. And then you've got the 9mm collating plate. And that just fits in place, and it indexes off this square tab that I've got coming up. And that also helps to feed the cases. So this just fits in place like that. It just sits in place. That allows you to load the 9s and the 380s without them flipping over upside down. So very easy to do. Very easy to do. I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to feel for the center. Very easy. That took 2 seconds. And then I'll move this down so you can see the tubes. And then I've got, I don't know, 109s there. We'll just load them up and see how they go. Now, what I want to show you here is that we've still got the rifle adapter in it and the rifle case adapter. So what we need to do is take that out. Here's our part. Just push that through. That's our rifle. And now let's get our 9mm in there. The 9mm is here. That just fits in place. See how that goes. That just slides on. Whoop. Take your rifle adapter out and put in your anything but a rifle. See how that fits in there? I'll do that again. This just slips into place. Just push it down. And then just slide your adapter into place and tighten it up. Okay, now we're ready for 9s. So let's load some 9s and let's see if any flip over. Now it seems like it works better if you just load a few of them at a time. Okay, as you can see, all the cases are full. All the tubes are full. So let's come down here now and let's run some 9s. See if you can see that okay. I think you can. So, and I've got, there again, I've got the 223 shell plate in place. So I'll be removing those by hand. Come on, baby. There's a lot of cases in there. Of course, you guys we all want as many cases in there as possible, so let's move it to the next. That's a lot of shells, man. Okay, I don't know how many that is. That might be close to 70, maybe 100. I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. And not one of them was flipped. So that collator for the 9s works pretty good. So let's move on to 380. Okay, so let's load some 45s. Okay, so let's start with a 45. Now, as you can see, this is PVC. I make these inserts so that you can slide the PVC in place and then glue it. So what I found is as nice as I can print 3D printing with PLA or PETg, even with a very low resolution, it is going to have the individual lines within it. And I don't want to take a chance that any of those little protrusions is going to stop a shell or stop a case. So I've designed these inserts so that you can put PVC in it, or you can just slide in a piece of the tubing. So the regular lead tubing. So let's take this out. There again, it's as easy as just taking it out, push it up through, set it off to the side. Here's your new one. Slide it in. Slide it on. We've already got the rifle adapter off of it, a couple steps back. So let's just put that in. We're good and tight. We're ready for 45. So I don't know, I've got about 50 45s here. Now, we put the 9mm adapter in for the 9 and the 380, so we need to take that out. So let's come up here to the top of the case. And if you take a pencil, you can just go into one of the holes and it'll just slide up and out, okay? So we needed to take that out. That's for the 9 380. So we'll set that off to the side. Now we're ready to go ahead and load. Make sure that your funnel's in place. And let's load up some 45. Now the gravity on the 45s is pretty decent. So there's 50 of them in there. Okay, there's 50. So let's come down here. And those, I haven't seen one of those flip over yet, but I'm not saying that it couldn't, but let's come down here. And let's put it right there. Okay. And let's do the 45s there again. I don't have the 45 shell plate on. I'll just take them out of place. So Okay, slide that around. Turn that light off. You can see it a little bit better. Whoop, sorry. Okay, there's, I don't know, however many there were, but not one went through the gauge feeder upside down. The 45s, to be honest with you, I haven't had any cases flip upside down yet, but I'm going to knock on wood because it could certainly happen. Okay, so I have a Smith & Wesson, one of my, I've got tons of weapons, but my carry is a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, 380, with a nice crimson trace on it. So I load a lot of 380s. So here's 50 380s. Let's just throw them in there and see what that does. Now, with the 380s, I don't need to change the plate. So let's see what we got here. Now, 380s don't like feeding through the collator. I mean, you can see they're going through fast, but the collator works on gravity. Okay, so I don't see one flipped, but we'll go through them and check them out. Okay, so here we are at 380. Now, 380 will fit my shell plate, so I'm just going to go. 380s are actually the same size as a 223. If you guys can see it, I'll load it fast. And pardon me if they fly out of here because I'm going pretty fast. Okay, I bent one up. Go all the way down. That's a 9. Now we'll take it though. Okay, we got a jam. Why do we have a jam? We have a jam because there's a 40 caliber shell in there. So let me show you how easy this is. Somehow a 40 caliber shell got mixed in with that. So here's how easy it is if you jam up. Now, guys, in our reloading, we've all done this. We put the wrong plates in. We've had the wrong cases go down with our shells. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pull this out as we're advancing it. Right there. Okay? Now let's see what happened here. Okay. So that is that's a 25 inside. So we'll throw that off the side. Okay. So then we'll just tighten that back up. So you can see how easy it is to clear this because my device is pulling the shells toward you, which is the same motion as the case adapter holder. It's fairly easy to come out here. Now let me show you something else. In the bottom of my case feeder is a little hole. That little hole, if you have a case that goes too far and is blocking in here, you can just run a wire up through there and you can push that case all the way past the top, then move this plate out, clear it, and then put it back in. So there again, there's a little hole in here. I added that because all of us have had the problem where we've got something stuck in our case feeder and are playing hell to get it out. So I've got this tightened back up. Let's just finish with 380s. See how many more of them we got in there that are missed up. And this lower slider has an adjustment in the back. I've put Phillips in there that or 5mm, and this 5mm socket head. You just put this, put your wrench in there, and then just adjust this so that it just barely clears as it's coming into the shell plate. Okay, and that just times it better. You'd see it's not touching anything. And because of the way I've designed this, it's catching the shell clear at the base. So you can see how tall this is. You know, this is tall enough to pick up, 60% of a 223, and it also is low enough, and it has the angle in here to clear the plate. So let's just keep on feeding that. I don't load, I don't load, hold on just a second, I got a little bit of crap in there. Let's see if I've got I always keep a little wire or a little brush just in case I've got issues with powder spilling over. And I 3D print this all in PETg, and PETg is chemical resistant. It's stronger than the PLA, plus it has some flexibility to it. So if you get into a bind and the case feeder binds up on you, it's not going to break. It's pretty strong stuff. Okay, so there were the 380s. Not one of them was upside down, but we did get an oddball in there. So we'll set that off to the side. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do? Let's do some